YouTube, what's going on? BD 1980 here, aka Bezell, the man to see the place to be in the QCNC. Alrighty, happy Friday to you all. Hope you're ready to kick off your weekend. Lord knows I most certainly am. I hope you're doing well, and I most certainly am as well. Let's get down to your weekly NXT recap. This is for May 27, 2015. Let's see here. The show starts off with a recap of the NXT Unstoppable results, which was a great show. We got a lot of new viewership on last week's review, and I thank you all for it. Hope you sit back and hope you're ready for tonight's review here, or today's. Show starts off, Sami Zayn's music hits. And no, it wasn't Sami Zayn, it was Kevin Owens. He comes out, NXT title in hand, with a John Cena, the champ is here t-shirt. Very nice. Crowd was definitely eating it up. We got all kind of chants as he was in the ring. We even got the John Cena sucks sing-along chant. He cuts a promo saying he likes to fight, but he only will fight someone who earns a shot at him. He says, John Cena does suck, and Sami Zayn sucks. He says, I don't know why Sami Zayn wanted to fight me, but he asked for it, and I took him out. So one of the old rules in wrestling still holds true. Be careful what you ask for. Let's continue. Let's see here. I could have dropped Samoa Joe as well. That's right. He didn't leave Joe out of it either. But at the Elimination Chamber, I will beat Cena. From there, William Regal, the general manager of NXT, comes out. He says, you're walking a thin line, Owens. He starts to name a list of the men that Owens had stretchered out. He even names Hideo Itami, which no one's, we're still not sure about that beatdown in the parking lot as far as who did it. From there, he says, Owens says he did what he had to do to all those stars. And then from there, Solomon Crow's music hits, and he comes out. Getting a little bold, getting a little brave, getting into the face of the champion. He says Owens is scared, and he's a piece of crap. All right, now, some big words there, Mr. Crowe. Let's see. Owens says, you just earned yourself an opportunity tonight. And there's, I can't remember if he said it for the title in this exact promo, but I believe later it was. Let's continue. So from there, we had a match made for the main event, Solomon Crowe versus Kevin Owens. From there, the show takes a break. We get a recap of the video of Hideo Itami getting jumped. From there, he cuts I think he did it on webcam. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But he cuts a promo saying that he had surgery and that when he comes back, there will be no stopping him. So definitely keep your eyes peeled, and hopefully he has a speedy recovery, because he was really just getting some steam going. But unfortunately, that's usually how the injury bug bites. Okay. From there, we take a break, and then it is time for a match. We got some NXT Divas action. The huggable Bayley versus the new Emma, or evil Emma, as the crowd loves to call her, being accompanied by Dana Brooke. Emma had some new music. Now, she had the new ring attire last week on the pay-per-view, but this week she did have some new music. Decent match here. Bayley was on top at first, and then Evil Emma just completely took the match over. She was working more of a slower, methodical style, kind of like she's been doing the past few weeks. A lot of taunting thrown in as well, mocking Bayley, very heelish. Bayley tries to make a comeback, but she is cut off by a dragon screw leg whip, and then the Emma lock for a tap out. Emma is your winner here, and from there, her and Dana do a little double team action against Bayley. Charlotte comes out to save Bayley, but gets a beating herself. As I've already stated before, I'm becoming a fan of Dana Brooke. I see a lot of potential there, so I hope I kind of pull for her. We'll see what happens. But definitely, I don't have no problem with this tag team pairing. I'm sure Emma wishes she was back on the main roster, but hey, you're still on TV, make it work. Some would argue you're on a better show right now, so just make it work. You'll be fine. From there, we get a segment. Let's see here. It's once again, we're still building upon the Becky Lynch, her still getting that push despite the loss at the pay-per-view last week. They did another video segment of her showing what she had to go through to get to NXT. Also, we got a backstage promo segment from Baron Corbin. He says, this whole promo felt very Roman Reigns-ish, if that's a word, it is now. If it isn't, it is now. Rhino interrupts. Actually shows a little sign of respect, says that was fun. He says we got to do that again. Baron Corbin nods in agreement. Okie doke, it's time for a match, my friends. Your contenders are Elias Sampson and Mike Rollins versus your NXT Tag Team Champions, Blake and Murphy, being accompanied by the lovely Alexa Bliss. Maybe we'll get some answers to why Alexa, why. Let's find out here. Nothing special in ring. It's on this one here. I'm more concerned with the whole, what's going on with Alexa Bliss part of the angle. We got the usual here, Brain Buster and Frog Splash from your champions, Blake and Murphy. And as I've added before, I still don't know who's who. And you know what? I'm not going to take the time to learn until they, kick the door in and really impress me. And that's no knock on them personally or anything like that. I just, I've been watching wrestling a long time. I don't want to take this position where I'm not easily impressed because I'm not snobbish about it. But at this point, I got a lot on my plate. There are some better options out there, as the numbers will show on this channel here as far as our #1 video. So at this point, I'm not learning who's who. If one of you want to comment below, I got some smart subs out there. If you want to help me out and say, well, Murphy is this guy that has this hair or whatever, feel free. But I was more concerned with why Alexa, why. We got the Brainbuster and the Frog Splash double team finisher. Your 1, 2, 3, still NXT Tag Team Champions, Blake and Murphy. Alexa comes in, hits her finisher off the top rope to add a little insult to injury. Let's see here. From there, we get a backstage segment, Blake and Murphy with Alexa, and the question is asked, why Alexa, why? She says, that Blake and Murphy are winners. She's a winner, so why not? Very short answer. I would have liked to have heard more. I would have liked to have, maybe we will get more. I hope so, but this has to make sense. I'm hoping they make it make sense because she just has that kind of look. She just looks like a natural baby face. So you're going to have to sell me on this heel turn, please. Okay, from there, we're back to the ring. It's time for Ty Dillinger versus Finn Balor. Oh, excuse me. I almost missed the line. I missed the part here. After Alexa says that she's a winner, she says next week is going to be her and Carmella one-on-one. So let's see what happens with that. Definitely Carmella is going to be one to get her hands on her after that sneak attack at Unstoppable. So we go back to we're heading to the ring now. It's Ty Dillinger versus the Demon Finn Balor. New T-shirt and mask Finn was rocking tonight. Now Ty was no pushover here. He was even mocking Finn in a couple of spots during the match. But Balor did what #1 contenders should do. They win. You saw the sling blade, running seated drop kick, the coup de grace, 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor was your winner in this one, no problem. From there, we cut backstage. Jason Jordan is training. He says he'll do just fine. He's out looking for a new partner. He says Ty Dillinger is out. He says he's already got a few potential partners scouted. From there, Gable comes in, which, please, my loyal subs out there, and, we got some intelligent subs here. You can join in, hit the subscribe button. But let me tell you, somebody help me out with this. I have no clue who this guy is. Now, maybe that was the angle here. Maybe none of you do. So please let me know. Is he someone that's come back to NXT, or is he someone from one of the Indies? Help me out here, my friends. But he comes out. He makes a case to Jason to be his partner. Jason says no thanks, and Gable walks off kind of angrily. Time for your main event. Here we go. Solomon Crowe versus Fight Owens Fight, your NXT champion, Kevin Owens. On paper and leading into this, Solomon, I hope you're ready, my friend. Let's just leave it with that, because I'm expecting a mauling here. You have Owens going into pay-per-view on Sunday against the United States champion. Also against a 15-time world champion in John Cena. So, Crowe, look out, my friend. Here we go. Let's rock and roll. Owens tries to bully Crowe at first, but Crowe wasn't having it. That's right. They went toe to toe for a little bit in the match for a brief while. Owens in control after knocking Crowe off the top rope. He grounds him with a side headlock, taking his time, wrenching and cranking, wearing the man down. Crowe does hit some gut shots, but they're not enough. Owens taunts him after some stomps. Punishing Crowe, he throws him outside the ring twice, just toying with the man. After a brief try of a comeback from Crowe, we get the Owens senton, and then the pop-up powerbomb for your 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens is your winner. From there, Samoa Joe's music hits, comes out dressed to wrestle. Owens steps out of the ring. He says, "Not tonight." He said, "You should have stayed away. You should have stayed in oblivion." Now, all my friends out there, and if you haven't subbed yet, and you're just watching this video, I definitely want everyone's opinion on this. If you're not too shy, but what about when Owens said you should have stayed in oblivion? Do you think, do you wish he would have said you should have stayed in TNA? This could be a discussion for a whole nother video, but why won't what are they scared of? You can acknowledge TNA. You're acknowledging them by taking out some of their talent. You have Samoa Joe now. You have Bully Ray do a run-in at the Royal Rumble. You have Xavier Woods as part of your new tag team champions on the main roster. Acknowledge TNA. You're destroying them. What difference does it make? Just acknowledge them. But that's where you got them from. Don't come out with this. You should have stayed in oblivion stuff. He's a former world champion there. You got Sting there. You're making money on him now. Let's stop being cute. We should be past all this. TNA is a viable, competitor in their own right. At the end of the day, you're taking their talent. They must have some value. So just acknowledge them. I think it makes you guys look that much more bigger. But what did you think of the show? I enjoyed it. Nothing major here tonight. What do you expect? Doors be kicked in after a great show last week. But I enjoyed it. And at the end of the day, NXT, me doing these reviews for you guys on NXT, it's just cruise control. I enjoy watching it, so it's no problem at all. I don't care how many views we get. So it's not about views. I enjoy doing it. So I hope you enjoy the review. Please don't be shy. Comment down below. If you haven't already, what are you waiting on? Hit the subscribe button. We do NXT here every week. We're your #1 stop for Lucha Underground reviews as well. We cover all the WWE pay-per-views. And you know what? I had an interesting topic posed to me earlier about GFW, Global Force Wrestling. What do you guys think? We're going to have to get a video on this, get some discussion going. But I think right now in wrestling, now is the time. The doors is kind of open. Come on in. As far as a new wrestling promotion, to just slide right in and make an impact. No pun intended. But we'll talk about that later. Go out there, be good to one another, be good to yourself, be true to yourself. Have a great weekend, my friends. I will see you later. Definitely hit that subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and don't be shy. Comment. I answer all the comments. I do my best. It's not a problem. But till then, be good to one another, my friends. Bezell out. Peace.